Welcome to the Academy. Please take your seats.
and welcome to this, the first session of the new season, Season 3 here on the Academy. We'll go around and say hello to everyone in a second. Please, first of all, take a moment to check out the links that the bot will be spamming at you in chat. It's all of our social links, all the places you can find and support us online. All of our sponsor information. A big thank you to Magehand Press and Burden Storm Publishing who make this all possible. And also you can find some discount codes in there as well, or at least the websites where we have discount codes. To find the codes you have to look below the stream. Couple of changes this season. This season we're not doing nearly so many things on the screen. We've kept it a bit cleaner, so I hope you still support me. Please still support me, though I'm not showing it on screen anymore. And also we're getting rid of the rerolls and not the rerolls. We're getting rid of the retweets and things. I'll go through the donations before we start streaming, but first let's go around and say hello to everyone. I didn't correct the cameras, so they're not in the right order at all. And I didn't fix the overlay either. Let's go say hi to Sammy.
Oh, hi. I don't know what to say as the DM. I'm Smallish Sam. Do you want me to go around while you
Looks like we got a new
correct the
friend.
things, Scrat?
Sure thing. That sounds amazing.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll be the one that everybody loves this in this session in this game. Let's just go around and meet the characters. Let me see. Let us start with Crystal. So QDV.
So hi, back again on the Monday session. Different game. Glad to be back. Well, you can find me on QDV. I'm Vicky, and I'm playing Crystal. How much do you want us to tell about our character, Sammy?
Oh gosh, just a small back. I don't know, whatever you want to say. That's up to you.
Small background. She's in her mid-20s. She has colorful hair, as you can see. She is from Germany. She's working as a pathologist, and she is currently on vacation with her lovely niece, and I think I need to point out, at least at the moment. And we are visiting the United States and having a fun time.
Yep, and speaking of her niece, let's go to Thalia.
Hi, Aniek, or at Anikster. I am indeed playing Crystal's adorable, not at all criminal or troubled niece who is not on holiday in America because her parents needed her out of the country for a while. It's really lovely.
Yep, perfect. Then we will go to our great Lionel Shanks.
Yes, Loinel because of a typo on the birth certificate. But yes, I'll be playing Loinel Shanks, just the friendly town butcher. So yeah, I'm actually the only town native, I believe.
Yeah, you're the only person who is a native of the town, and I definitely didn't forget to give you all the details, but that's okay. And then we shall go to our lovely Carmen Jane.
Hey, I'm Ray. Yeah, I'll be playing Carmen Jane. She's a little bit older. She's like in her early 30s, and she works as a private investigator who is currently on leave on vacation, kind of taking some time R&R. So yeah.
Yeah, some definite R&R. And then last but certainly not least, we shall go to Mr. Scott Smith.
Oh, hi! Scott Smith has lost his character sheet, but I can tell you that he is, in fact, a hunter who is very good at fighting and other such things like that. I'm sure there's a copy somewhere in the Discord, so I'll go and find the PDF and we'll figure it out. But hey, Scott Smith, a hunter, big game hunter, travels from town to town, very new to town. Looking forward to all the things. Should we go for the donations before we get going?
Yes.
So we're
we
doing
should.
the donations a little bit differently this season around. We've changed it again to try and keep things nice and fun. £1 donations in this campaign will grant 1 luck to a player. Oh no. Yeah, 1 luck. I've messed things up. We'll figure it out in my head in a minute. £3 grants a reroll. £5 grants a 50-50 dice. The reroll, by the way, we can reroll 1 dice. We take the second roll. No matter what happens. It could be any dice. It doesn't have to be one of yours. It could be anyone's dice at any time. Also, the 50-50 dice. Essentially, we flip a coin and we either get a crit success or a crit fail, which should make this an extra spicy game of Pulp Cthulhu, because normally it's a like 1 in 50 chance of getting one or the other. And the £10 donation, if you donate £10, you can introduce a complication for Sammy to throw at us. And last but most certainly not least, there'll be an additional donation where you can get some luck generated. We'll figure out the exacts of that in a second, because I've just realised that I've costed things badly. Sammy!
It's okay. We have 2 other ones, but one I think we'll hold off on. And then the other one, since we started off in this great town of completely normal, and I don't know if you ever figured out the monetary aspect of it, but you can also create an NPC that lives in this town. Hopefully we'll eventually get the actual money amount for that, but let us just dive right in. So somewhere in the great state of Oregon, we go to the great forest that has all the evergreens in it. And in this forest, kind of far away from any like nearby towns, we have this small town of completely normal. There's, everything that you would expect from a small town. Pretty much just one road through the water tower that has the town name on it. And we go zoom in on a grocer who is packing up some supplies, some of their fruits and vegetables that they just got in, whistling, closing up shop. And then we pan over to the librarian, who is picking up some books and putting them in a satchel. Again, closing up shop. And then we go to the local butcher, packing up some of their fresh cut meats, also closing up shop. Now it is the morning, and so normally they should be opening up shops, but on this great Sunday morning, they all have a reason to be closing up shop. However, we will cut to a train. And on this train are a bunch of tourists who are going on a tour across the Pacific Northwest to find all of the local, I guess not local, but all of the oddities that are up in this area of the United States. Over the loudspeaker, we hear the conductor saying, "Now we are going to make a quick stop in the town of Completely Normal. This is a stop that we normally make. The locals here are very nice people. We enjoy talking to all of them. And while this is not what you all signed up for, we find that people enjoy this town. Note that this stop will be unlike all of our other stops, in that there's nothing out of the ordinary in this town. In fact, the only notable thing about Completely Normal is that we have never heard anything that is not normal. Sitting in one of the trains is an aunt and her niece from out of town. I'll let you guys can take it away. What are you guys doing on your train ride here?
Rolling my eyes and sighing about stopping in a completely normal town. That's not what I signed up for. We were gonna go visit the Scientific Living Museum and the Oddities Cabinet and the Witch's Castle. On Crystal, really?
Well, if the train stops, the train stops. And to be honest, maybe getting a bit of fresh air movement isn't that bad before we head on for whatever comes next. And I will be making some notes in my notebook, like I'm documenting the whole trip, so writing down where we are.
I'm using my smartphone to take a picture of the sign. It's much faster this way. Just saying.
I know, but I still like to take notes.
So I have to grab all my stuff and hop off this train. And then what?
We will see what they tell us, what we can do here, and just have a look around. Maybe you will find something that is not normal. You never know.
Now that is a challenge.
See?
Cool. I'll grab my stuff.
Me too.
Okay, and oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna see it. What's like? How is this like one of those adorable little train stations that doesn't even have like a bathroom, or can I just quickly head to the little girl's room?
I mean, it's so you step off the train, and it's like a wooden platform, and there's a small like one of those very suspicious bathrooms where it's like you're not sure how well it is maintained, but there's a bathroom there. One men's, one women's, one gender neutral bathroom.
Just to be obnoxious, I'll take the men's bathroom.
I will wait outside, and while she's in, I will take my smartphone out and take pictures.
Oh, there goes my chance to say I told you so.
And as you know, people are filing out. The conductor says, well, it looks like we had a little bit of issue with the train. We're going to have to make some repairs. So you can go ahead to the nearby hotel. Don't worry, there's only one in town. The Hotel of Completely Normal. And we luckily are in good standing with the owners of that hotel. So you guys can go ahead, drop off your luggage, and we will give you a free night at this hotel. And you guys have free roam of the town.
Nice. Looking around for a rough direction where to go, but I guess not too many roads you can walk along.
Yeah, so out of this, you see past this train station, there's only one main road here. There's like some kind of like side roads, but you'll see that if you actually go out onto the road, you could probably see anywhere that you want to go.
Let's just call this charming and head to what is sure to be a fabulous but very on-brand hotel. Is there a tourist trap? Can I buy like a t-shirt that says completely normal just because it would be an ironic lie and I want it?
Not yet.
One day.
As you guys step out onto the road, to the left, you will see that there is a hotel. And right outside this hotel is a small farmer's market that's set up. However, this is not like a normal farmer's market where it's just like produce and like meats and, you know, kind of some stuff you can buy, like, but it's all the like local merchants or people. But this farmer's market has literally everything, from the librarian's books to the grocer to the local fisherman to all the butcher and anything that a small town would have. Any type of store or like business that there is a booth there for all of that. And as you start to walk towards this farmer's market, the smell of popcorn overwhelms you.
Why does it smell like popcorn? Is that a thing here?
Well, we're in the States. Popcorn is a thing here, but maybe on the farmer's market they're selling some?
And
yeah.
if you guys would like to make the first rolls of the campaign.
Ooh, watch me fail so hard.
And make me a spot hidden check.
Oh god. My favorite.
Holy!
Tell me everything.
Oh my gosh.
Tell us everything.
Oh my gosh.
Afterwards,
Okay.
we fail on everything, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
All my
you
test
will-
rolls were 90 plus. This is amazing.
So you will notice that while they're the only food here is this fisherman, the grocer, and a baker and a butcher. No popcorn is here.
this is weird. I don't see popcorn machines or anything sold.
Is there someone selling like terribly homemade scented candles? Is there a Lush nearby that smells like everything?
I mean, there is at least one candle maker here.
Of course there is.
Why wouldn't there be? They need something to do.
Yep.
And we will cut away to another spot closer to the hotel. Actually, in a hotel room. We will cut to our great, I guess, private investigator-ish type of person, Carmen, who probably just woke up, or maybe has been up for many hours. And if you knew this already because you've been here for a while, every Sunday right outside of your hotel is a farmer's market. You know, what would you be doing on this fine Sunday morning?
So, Carmen wakes up pretty early. So, depending on what time in the morning, she's been up for probably 3 or 4 hours at this point. Does her whole like fitness routine in her hotel room just to keep things going and spry, and takes a shower, you know, gets ready, goes down, and probably at this point is like just right coming outside of the hotel, you know, bag in hand, hat on, like trying to just be as comfy as possible, and heading over to the farmer's market to get some sort of breakfast or like brunch because she hasn't eaten yet.
Yeah, and so you would probably know that there is like the one local diner that kind of has some like old food. They have their like little griddle out or whatever, or grill, I guess. Or you could always go to the grocer or anywhere else that you would like to go. But those are kind of like for breakfast, those are probably your best options.
Yeah, I'd probably go to like whatever stand the grocer has like at the farmer's market and just get like, I don't know, like a couple of fruits and just kind of like munch on those.
Yeah. Okay. And as you go to the grocery, I mean, this is like you've done this before. There's not that many people in this town. It's a town of like maybe 100 at most. You, even though you haven't been here very long, you know everybody. Make friendly conversation with the grocer and eat your snack. And I think I'm going to cut back to our great family on vacation. One of the first booths you notice as you walk to, well, first of all, are you going to walk to the hotel and put your bags away first, or are you going to walk to the, okay. You're going to do.
At least Crystal would lead the way to the hotel first, drop our bags.
Yeah, make sure we have an actual kind of okay room before all the other people, like all 4 of them on the train, storm this probably not that big hotel.
It's not. It's also, you go up and when you ask them, they've already heard of like what happened with the train and they're fairly used to this. And
Hang on, they're used to the train breaking down?
Yep.
I have an opinion on this.
I'm sure you do. And as you go up, you know, the person at the front desk just says, "Oh yeah, you know, we only have let me look at my books. We only have we only have 1 room that's rented out right now. So did you want first, second, or third floor?"
Which one comes with an ensuite?
None.
3rd floor, please.
3rd floor, perfect. Okay. We'll get you to the closest room to the stairs, and you can go ahead and put your luggage up there. We weren't expecting guests today, but we're used to this, so we tend to keep our rooms fairly clean already.
That sounds amazing.
Thank you so much. And I will move Talia to the stairs before she has ideas on saying anything else.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll put my non-crucial luggage in the room and carry everything that has any kind of value with me in my day pack.
Okay, perfect. And I assume you guys head out to the
Farmer's market.
Yeah.
So
Apparently there's someone selling popcorn.
apparently. And as you come out to the farmer's market, probably the first thing you notice is the town folk are generally very plain looking. And there's one girl with extremely bright hair, or one woman with extremely bright hair that is going around, and she's currently at the grocer picking out some fruit.
I love how this is just not Talia, just Anik. I love how this is like an anime and just like your hair color says if you're like a PC or not. Amazing.
It worked out. This is what you guys said. I'm trying to use what you sent me.
Yeah, no, that's do the plain townsfolk look like dreary or just boring?
They look boring. Like, think of the most average looking people you can find. Like the plain brown hair, plain clothes.
No. The most nondescript you can describe.
Yes.
I'm gonna look for scented candles.
Okay. I mean, it's easy enough to find. Off to the left, right next to the butcher, is the scented candle shop, because that makes sense. Actually, in a farmer's market, that wouldn't be. Now that I think about it, I've been to many farmers markets that are laid out like this.
Do we smell popcorn?
Yes, you all smell popcorn. All 4 of you smell popcorn. I'm saying 4 of you because there's 4 people at the farmer's market, not that 2 people randomly showed up. Just saying.
Well, now we have mystery solved on the smell.
Oh, you were asking if you smell popcorn? Oh, I'm sorry. No, you don't smell popcorn. That was me. I thought you were asking if you still smelled the popcorn.
Okay, but not from the candles.
No.
Still, okay.
Not at the scented candles. You don't. And there's a small, actually average. We'll just say average-sized man that comes up to you and says, "Oh, can I help you guys? Would you guys like to buy some candles?"
Do you take credit card?
Yeah, we take everything.
Great.
Actually, here, and he pulls out his bag of like the tea candles.
Yeah.
And he's like, if you guys want, are you guys new in town?
Yeah, we are just here overnight. We came with the train.
Yeah, sure, you're here overnight. Okay, well, if you want a one of these, we have assorted varieties. We have cucumber, melon, flowers, other scents, ocean breeze.
Do you have patent leather?
Sure, if you want it, we have it.
I'll take one of those, thank you.
Okay,
No,
perfect.
about the yeah, sure, overnight sounded a little sarcastic. Would you like to elaborate?
I just most people who come here for just an overnight visit, they end up not staying, or they end up staying. I mean, that was a Sam slip up, not an actual slip up. They end up staying for at least a couple of days. Overnight isn't really a thing that happens here.
Because they can't fix the train in a day usually.
I mean, sure, we'll go with that. I think people just like it here.
So how about that candle?
Yeah, oh yeah, sorry. Here you go.
Bang.
Would you like a candle, ma'am?
No, thank you. I am fine, but I smell popcorn. I'm getting hungry for that. Do you have any idea from where the smell comes?
Popcorn?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I think that's also always here. It just always has a smell of popcorn.
While she's asking that, can I wander towards the lady with bright hair?
Yeah, and so she's back more towards the hotel. Probably by this time she's gotten her fruit and is sitting somewhere eating it.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like moseying around, just kind of, I've seen it all before, but I have nothing else to do, so I'm just walking. At this point, I think I might be probably walking up towards the candles because I also see another woman with bright colored hair.
That seems, birds of a feather. Look, you, hi. You don't look like you live here.
No, I don't, but I mean, is it that obvious?
Kinda, yeah. So if you don't live here, what do you do here? And I don't need your life story, I just need entertainment.
Well, to be really honest, I've just been here the last couple of weeks trying to remain as calm as I possibly can. I haven't really done much exploring. I've just been trying to relax. So I'm not quite sure what there is to do around here, to be quite honest, and I've been looking for something to do myself. I was gonna say you're obviously not from here either, so did you just get here?
We got dumped here, so for a certain measure of getting here, yes.
Dumped, I'm assuming the train broke down.
You must be psychic. Yes, the train's broken.
Well, funny enough, I wasn't supposed to end up here either. I just ended up staying because it seemed really quiet and that's what I needed. So when they fixed the train, I just stayed at the hotel.
Oh, so it's sort of like a sedative in town form.
A little bit, I guess you could say. Are you here alone?
No, I was just about to roll my eyes at my aunt who promised me an exciting trip.
I will probably now stroll up because turning around, Talia gone. Okay, let's see. Oh, there she is, and then following.
So I assume you're her aunt?
Yes.
Yes, I am. You're already making friends, Talia.
Of course I am. I always make
Talia.
friends.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Talia. I'm Carmen, and you are?
I am Crystal. Nice to meet you. And you definitely don't look like you're from around here.
No, I was just telling your niece. I kind of got stopped on the train as well, but I just didn't really have a destination in mind until I got here, and it was quiet, and that's kind of what I was looking for. So I just ended up staying. I've been here for maybe 2 weeks now.
Anything exciting happening here? It looks really...
No, to be quite honest, it's not exciting, and it's not really anything special, but I feel compelled to stay. So I'm also kind of looking for something to do, to be honest. Staying in my hotel for almost 2 weeks has gotten a little bit dreary.
Well, maybe we can get some of the locals to tell us anything where we can go.
I'm down. Absolutely.
And at this point, we're going to pan over to a lodge just outside of town. That is probably just lit by the fireplace, or by the light from the fire in the fireplace. And there's a note on the table that says, "Your next job is to find the person setting fires in town. Please make this hasty, as we're concerned about this individual's well-being. I know that we usually send you to eradicate the problem, but everyone we have sent thus far has not returned." And then just signed E. Sitting at this table, reading this note, is a man dressed in flannel. Scott, what do you do as you find this note when you wake up in the morning?
Scott is a young man, very, very fit, very physically fit. He's put some work. It looks like he's put some work in down at the gym, but kind of wears slack clothes around it. I think finding the note is kind of normal for him. He's realized that there's just ways of these notes appearing. He doesn't question it anymore. He probably goes to the mirror, I think, and starts shaving with a straight razor. And as he does start shaving, we can see Scott in the mirror. He's like I say, he's a young man. He's got a flop of hair down one side of his face, the other quite tightly shaved, and he's cleaning up the brush around his small beard. All the way up his neck and across his shoulders, he's covered in tattoos of different colours. You can see a variety of different topics of the tattoo. It looks like it started with maybe one or two, and these just sort of ended up filling in the gaps with more and more things, as at least his arms and shoulders are and a chest are more a canvas than more a canvas filled than any plain skin. I think he won't question the note. He's not in the habit of talking to himself, so there's no dialogue really. But he simply puts on his hunting jacket, goes to a footlocker at the end of his bed. The footlocker is kept very, very neat. Everything has its place and is in the right place. Takes a duffel bag out, puts a bolt-action rifle in the case, and a couple of a couple of boxes of rifle ammo. Some supplies. He's just going to make a trip to town, so he's not getting ready for a long hike, so it's quite a light pack, and slings it over his shoulder and ready to head in and start investigating.
Great. And you would know that, I mean, you tend to know the areas that you are sent to, and you were sent here for a reason. You now know the reason. And you know that this is very out of the ordinary. I mean, you had kind of been a little surprised when you knew that you were going to this town because nothing happens here. There might be some, like, speeding tickets. Like, the biggest thing to happen all year is a kid shoplifts accidentally, as kids do, right? Young kids, not like, right, young kids who just take things and they don't realize they have to put them back and that you need to pay for stuff. Like, that's kind of like the highlight of the year every year. And so this is very out of the ordinary. You also know today is Sunday and the local farmers market is going on today, which is a perfect place to, like, if you wanted to ask questions, or it's also a perfect time to go and, like, check out buildings because nobody's in shop. And although it didn't denote, right, it didn't, that was all it said. There were no extra details or anything in there. So what do you want to, as you head into town, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go?
I think I'd probably head in and grab a breakfast. I'd pick the busiest place in the town. I'd grab a table somewhere near the entrance, but near the main area, and I'll just be listening for gossip. Whilst they have a simple breakfast, you know.
Yeah, so you'd probably go to the grocer, as the grocer is right outside the hotel, which is kind of like, if you think of like a T, right, this is just a one street type of thing, or it's like and you're entering upon it, that the hotel is right smack dab in the middle where the entrance is at. Like, this is where it's popping, as the kids would say. And you know, everything kind of seems quite normal. I think the most out of the ordinary thing here is that there's two people that you haven't seen before. There's one person from out of town that you kind of probably saw in passing, but there's definitely two new people, and they're all talking to each other, talking about a train breaking down, which is probably fairly normal. This is kind of like an old rickety town, but other than that, that's kind of all that's going on.
If they're new to town, I'll make a note of that. Tend to find that coincidences are a little too convenient to overlook. So new people, train broken down, he'll make note of that and make note of them as well. But doesn't engage them, really. He generally keeps to himself.
Okay. And probably the grocer, who's the most friendly guy in town, just comes up and says, "Oh, is everything fine, sir?"
It's just lovely, thanks.
Okay, perfect. Well, you know, just let me know if you need anything.
I will do. The sausage is particularly good.
Oh, thank you. You know, if you like the sausage, it comes from our local butcher, Lionel. You might want to go and thank him yourself. He, I don't know how much thanks he gets, as I sell like half his meat for him.
I might just do that, thank you.
Oh yeah, no problem. He walks away. And are you gonna just keep eating, or are you gonna...
I'll finish up my breakfast. Mopping up the egg with a little bit of toast or just left, and leave a tip on the table.
Okay.
And I do have a hankering for some of them sausages, and I might, pick some up for the way back, but hey, if there's a butcher in town, I could also, I am a hunter after all, I could maybe establish a contact there, so maybe I will go and speak to the butcher. I'll go and, I'll head over to the butcher shop.
Okay. And as he heads to the butcher shop, and you pass by this group of the three clear outsiders talking to each other, and you pass by the scented candle shop. and right next to the scented candle shop is a butcher. And what does he see as he heads up to this butcher's booth?
At the butcher's booth, he's got a couple grills out. He's got a small rotating thing of shawarma going on. He's barbecuing some chicken. He's got some burgers for the ready if anybody wanted any of those. And a lot of things that seem to be to order if necessary. So there's as you guys are coming up, he's like, "Hey, how's everything going? I'm trying for this Sunday of trying out some shawarma. If anyone's interested, just seeing if something that kind of people seem to like around here."
It's got sort of like a praise, is it? And he's like, what exactly is it, friend?
It's a combination of it. It's like got some lamb, some beef, and spices. It's all stacked up and slow rotating. So it started early this morning. It's a good slow cook. You can put it in. You can get some flatbread over from the bakery over there. Just add some couple different sauces, cucumbers usually, things like that. Pickled cucumbers, things like that. Yeah.
Sounds mighty fine. I actually just ate. I came
Yeah.
from the grocers over there. They said that you were the one they procured their sausages from, and well, first of all, my commendations. They're mighty fine sausages, but
Oh, thank you.
secondly, I wonder if you'd be interested in any sort of trade. I happen to be a hunter.
Sure. I mean, it'd have to be inspected first. You can't just sell wild game. But yeah, I mean, once that's gone through, I mean, I can make a couple calls, see if I can get some to come down. You been hunting around here lately?
No, not yet. I'm reasonably new to town. I arrived maybe a couple of days ago. Hard to tell. I keep a funny schedule.
Okay. Well, pretty sure venison would be pretty popular around these parts. Yeah, I could definitely go for that.
Great. Tell me, have you heard any rumors around the town? Anything going on? Anyone looking for some other kind of work? I like to stay afloat. I travel around a lot.
Not really. I mean, just kind of been keeping myself busy, figuring out new things to start doing on Sundays like this. And cutting up meats, making sausages takes quite a bit of time, honestly. So, no one's really come to me with anything. Is there anything you're looking for?
Not in particular, work's always good, especially the kind you can pick up and put down, but I'm also somewhat, I like to dabble in other things. Say, I heard there's been a lot of fires around here. Is that something I'm gonna have to worry about while I'm staying?
I don't know. I think it's fairly new, I think. Are these fires close by in town kind of thing, or?
Yeah, you've kind of heard rumors of these fires. You've never seen them. But like people talk like, "Hey, have you heard about the fires?" And that's kind of it. Like at school, at the local school, there has been, and but it's kind of been like the trash can type of fires.
Mm-hmm.
So it hasn't really been buildings. It's been more like these small things. But yeah, you don't really know any details. Like, you didn't know really if it was more than just rumors or if there was any substance behind it.
I mean, I've heard small things, but they sound more like pranks more than anything else. I mean, the town like this, kids tend to get into things. You know how it is. It's not much to do around here.
Oh yeah, it seems like a mighty nice little town. Mighty nice.
Yeah, but I mean, that's why I set up this market. It's just we can't really get out too often, and it's just this small little town of this, So, just a little something every day, every week, once a week for everyone to get together. Seemed nice.
And as they're having this conversation, Thalia, Carmen, and Crystal, you guys can all hear this going on. Especially Carmen, you're used to like, right? You're always trying to listen for things, and so you definitely pick up on this.
I'm just excited. I'm hearing people mentioning that there's someone setting fires. Like, yes, something's happening.
Something is happening.
Yeah, I want to definitely take like a mental note and kind of like almost kind of look over and acknowledge that I hear them, but I don't want to be like too obvious because I'm not like I'm trying to make friends.
Perfect.
Can I just convince my aunt? Pretty please, get some food.
Sure. What do you want?
Something that isn't popcorn. I'm getting a little nauseated just smelling it.
Well, right behind us, you can get some meat.
All right, let's go try the roadkill.
I hope it's not roadkill, but let's have a
We're
look.
in a very small town in America. It's probably roadkill.
Carmen, is there anything you can like say is okay to eat?
I mean, to be fair, if it's from the local butcher, I've had a couple things from him already and everything's been great.
Cool. Yeah, then let's have a look. And we will just show up next to Scott, looking at what Lionel has to offer and to see what we can grab.
Excuse me for a minute, Scott. Hi, how are you guys doing? Anything you're interested in particular?
Anything fresh?
Well, I ground up some burger meat earlier this morning. I've got some sausages. I've got some shawarma I'm trying out for this today. Might not do it next week, so if you try it now, see if you like it, I might continue it.
I do enjoy being experimental. I'll take the shawarma.
Oh, great.
I would just like a burger if I can. That would be lovely.
She's paying, by the way.
All right. Sure. How do you like it cooked?
Isn't shawarma always well done?
No, the burger.
Medium, thank you.
All right, medium it is.
I'll just pipe up from the back. I'll just be like, I'll take a shawarma too.
She'll also pay for her, yeah.
All right, 2 shawarmas and 1 burger. So I'll go ahead and start preparing everything.
I will give Lionel the money.
Yep.
And I will pay with cash, not with credit card.
Okay, I mean, it's not something I really... I'm not gonna make you keep track of your money. It's fine.
The only thing I have in currency is Dad's credit card, so by all means.
And
I'm going to admire Scott's tattoos. I'm just gonna kind of like not like awkwardly stare, but kind of like be like very entranced and intrigued.
Just like
So
staring at him.
yeah, just like it caught me off guard mostly. So I like your tattoos.
Thank you kindly. Nice hair ensemble.
I was behind them. I just go to Vicky.
Thanks. You kind of seem new around here too. I haven't seen you in the last couple of weeks I've been here.
No, I rolled in the last couple of days. I stay out in a shack on the edge of town, though. I'm hunting mostly.
Nice. So, is this your meat that he's cooking?
No, not at all. I'm actually here to pick up some of your sausages. I didn't catch your name, Mr. Butcher.
Oh, it's Lionel.
Lionel.
Not Lionel. Lionel. Yes, I know.
Oh, I wasn't gonna make fun. Lionel, Scott, nice to meet you.
Well, nice to meet you, Scott.
So, you guys are new in town too, then?
Yeah, I mean, I'm Carmen, by the way. Scott, you said it was?
Scott, Carmen, nice to meet you, and he'll take your hand and just shake it. If you,
Cool.
offers
Yeah.
you a hand to shake.
I'll put my hand out too. Yeah, I mean, I've been here for the last couple of weeks just trying to debrief from life, and I just met these two this morning.
Hello.
Hi, we arrived with the train that is now broken. So, new in town and curious on what is happening around here.
Yeah, it's
Scott, right? Very important question, Scott. Do you smell popcorn?
And you would smell popcorn.
I guess I do.
Do you see any popcorn?
Well, no, I don't see any popcorn. I mean, I wasn't gonna question it. Is this some sort of bone of contention? Is there a bet going on or something? Or
A bet involving popcorn. Your life sounds interesting.
well, I don't see there being much more going on in this town. It seems reasonably quiet.
Really? Nothing at all.
I guess sometimes they're just like that, you know? Nothing going on. To be fair, I mean, it's called completely normal.
I honestly, the only thing I've heard about so far is some fires, and first person who told me about them, they were like, they made it out to be some big thing. But speaking to Lionel here, it's probably just some kids. It seems like anything will make the news.
Really?
It's always been quiet around here. Nothing much always going on.
There's nothing you can do because we were already warned that it might be that we are not only staying for one night, and we're actually here to explore things, see things, not to sit around in a hotel room.
We have a whole itinerary of freaky things we were gonna visit, and now we're here.
Well, you guys are having this conversation. The other side of the farmer's market goes up in flames.
Yes! I go there.
Yeah, Scott, run.
Wait,
I will
can I grab my
stop her.
shawarma? Can I grab my shawarma and then go there?
I will try to stop her and keep her away from the fire, obviously.
Okay, so many questions. First
Sorry.
of all, no, it's great. It's great. First of all, this wasn't like a slow fire. It was just like nothing, and then all of a sudden, flames. Like everything is up in flames. Also, Lionel, is the shawarma done?
Well, the shawarma is easy. It's just a cut, so he probably would have doled those out immediately.
Okay, so yes, you can grab your shawarma.
Excellent. I'd like to grab my shawarma and go.
Yeah, so Thalia's going. I'm assuming Crystal's going after her, or is Crystal staying behind? Yeah, okay.
I will try to get it away and keep her at least in a good distance from the fire, just to be safe.
And Scott, you said you're also going?
Scott will be sprinting. Sprinting
Yeah,
that
okay,
way.
great.
Yeah, Lionel would pretty much jump the table if it seemed like anyone was in danger.
Do you turn off your grill first?
No.
Okay, perfect.
No.
And what about Carmen? Would Carmen go?
She would be hesitant at first, but she would probably, seeing everybody else run, join the general consensus and run.
Otherwise,
Okay.
I'll just turn halfway around and go, come on, Carmen, something's happening.
Okay. And as you guys are running, can you all make me... Oh man, I need to widen this. Can you all make me... Actually, first, Lionel, can you make me a jump check? To see if you knock over your grill as you jump over this.
Oh.
Okay. Oh wow. Yeah. So you like the people at the Olympics, right? You like very clearly like jump over this, right? the long jumpers.
What the hell is going on? We're playing Call of Cthulhu and none of us have rolled into double digits yet.
I know.
It's scary.
Do not jinx this. We need this.
Just wait till you start rolling sanity.
Yeah, no, all my sanity rolls and during setup were 90 plus.
Yeah, no, I've never rolled this low in Call of Cthulhu. And so I'm very excited that you're all rolling this low because you're using all your luck right now. Anyway, so Lionel, you very easily make it over this. Can the rest of you, actually, and Lionel, can all of you guys make me a spot hidden check?
There it is, 71 from Scrat. There it is.
And there we go. Okay.
I'm glad you're starting those rolls off with yourself, Scrat. It's taking one for the team.
And so those of you who succeeded, so not Scott. Scott's way ahead of all of you. He's much faster than you guys. It's almost like he has to regularly sprint after people. Or animals. You guys already know. Anyway, you guys notice that nobody else seems to be fazed by this. Everybody else is just doing their normal thing. Take that as you will. You all go up to this. Do you not like my music? Is this? So Scott, you're the first person that comes up to this fire. There is no fire. There's nothing there. There's things that have clearly burnt down. There's ash. But there's no fire.
Is there anyone nearby?
Nope. There's actually nobody on this half of the, like the whole half of the farmer's market is burnt down. There's nobody here. As the rest of you come to the place of the fire, you notice the same thing. And if you guys look back, you will notice that the farmer's market's gone.
I'm so glad I grabbed my shawarma before we ran.
What
This is
about all
fucked
the
up,
meat?
but I'm hungry.
All the meat's gone?
All the meat's gone.
No, that's how I make my money.
Oh, you want a bite? I'll offer him a bite of my shawarma. Have some.
How is everything disappeared?
So you all don't see that too. Okay, well then we're not crazy, but what's going
we're
on?
all crazy. Or you're the only one who's crazy and you're hallucinating us.
Like,
Don't think that's what's happening, but we should try and figure it out because this is not what I want to deal with right now.
Oh, she really
Wow,
doesn't
she is
want
really done with us.
And can you all make me a sanity check?
I don't have much of that to begin.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh god.
Can I just
oh
roll a
my
one?
gosh.
Oh god.
Can I roll? No,
I don't-
you rolled a one.
No, that was me.
Oh, there's the double
Grant
digits.
rolled a one.
Yeah. Do you get anything for critical success on sanity? I don't think so, but I want to, like, you know what? I'm gonna institute a home rule right now.
I love
And
it. I can't wait.
You can roll a 1d6 and gain that much sanity
Oh!
because you got a critical success.
That's a gift taken.
Oh!
Oh my gosh! I
Holy.
was expecting you to roll like a 1 or something.
Apparently I roll high, which is not good for this
Wow.
Yeah.
game.
Well, that's because that's insane. Okay. That's a future thing as well. If anybody rolls a
Oh, should we also
critical
mention
success.
that we can't use 50-50 dice on sanity rolls?
Right.
Should we mention that? Like, because otherwise we'll just be getting like d6s all the time.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I like that.
Like just like you can't use luck on sanity, you know, same diff.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I like this.
Please take your seats.
Yeah. Okay. So for the people who failed, so our local butcher and our nice PI, you guys will oh no. Oh, you guys will lose a whole 1 sanities. And you know, it's not too bad. Like, it's kind of weird, and like, Lionel, you're like, you've been to the farmers market many times. You started this farmers market. Like, how does a farmers market just disappear?
I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. I mean, where did all the booths go?
Can I just start wandering back the way we came?
Yeah. Are you looking for anything in particular, or like?
I'm just waiting to see if I slowly wander in that direction, if at some point the farmer's market reappears.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna wander towards my booth. See if
It just sort of like in World of Warcraft when you zone out of something. Like if I go back, if I just instance back in.
Okay.
I will follow on her heels.
Yeah, I will.
Crystal, God, a little personal space here.
That we can do when it is normal, but around here, I don't want to have you disappear like the booth.
Oh, fine.
You guys walk and walk and walk. And you get to the edge of the town.
I'm going to say that idea didn't work.
Scott would stick around the fire. I think that's how he holds on to his sanity so well, is he sees that the market's gone and just goes, nope, we're looking at the fire. I
lost interest as soon as there was no fire.
Yeah, he'll be like picking, because you said there was ash, right? There's something that's burned down here. So he'll be like testing the ash to see if it's real, like smelling it and like
Tasting it.
probably not tasting it.
Yeah, it's ash. It feels like it would be like burnt something.
Can I try and figure out what the cause of the fire was? Like, you know how sometimes you can look at a burnt down building and see where the fire started and stuff?
Yeah. Oh no. Sorry, I exited out of my game, or our game in Roll20. Yeah. What role do you want to make me for that? How
That
are
is
you
a
going about this?
very, very good question. I imagine... I mean... he's not going to use his knowledge of law to do it. I guess spotting hidden? Unless anyone can see anything more.
Yeah, that works. If you're just like looking, that works for me. Can you guys still hear the music, or no? Did it go away? You
Still
guys
there.
can still hear it? Okay.
I can still hear it.
I can't, so I'm restarting it. No, I still can't hear it. I don't know what's going on with my thing. There we go. Oh no. Oh, okay, perfect. Are you... It was a fire that was started by something that starts fires.
Has everyone else walked off with Talia?
I walked over to my booth, where my booth was.
Yeah, I was following Talia and Crystal.
Not getting much from the fire.
Is there anything else around? Like, is it Are we kind of? Is it just like a fog, or can we still tell that we're in the town?
No, it looks like if you came to town any other day. Like,
Oh, okay. There's just no farmers market anymore.
And no people then?
no people in the street. Lionel, as you go back to your booth,
Mhm.
it is not there. It disappeared as well.
Mm.
Your shop is just so happens to be right across from where your booth is set up. Right, as the person who created this farmers market, you got first pick in where your booth would be, so you picked the best location for your booth to be, which is right across the street.
Right.
And as you look into your shop, everything's there. Everything's where you put it last night.
So, where I put it before I set up, you mean, or?
Yeah, so like when you closed up shop last night, so like even before you came in this morning,
Huh.
all the meat's there. Like it was as if you didn't sell any meat.
So there's no shawarma setup then.
No. Unless you'd pre-cooked the shawarma.
No, you start that early in the morning.
Yes, I mean, normally you do. Who knows with Lionel?
No, he starts it early in the morning.
So you've entered your shop?
Yeah, I mean, if everything seems there, it's like, oh, I don't understand what's going on.
Do you have like just a butcher shop, or do you have like a little area with like cold drinks or pre-made sandwiches?
It's mostly just a butcher shop. Maybe a small section with some spices and stuff. You know, like if you're making a specific meat, you know, I could say, you know, just use this and this for a really good type of roast or something.
I'll just wander in after you and just sort of go, I take it this isn't completely normal for you.
I mean, it's like I didn't even set up this morning. I don't understand. Everything.
Sorry, go on.
Just saying, everything is here.
And with that, I would pull out my phone, just to be curious, and look at date and time. Is it still the same day in the morning?
You go to look at your phone. Your phone is off. And as much as you try to turn it on, it will not turn on.
Talia, dear, is your phone working?
Oh God, please let my phone be working. Please let my phone be working. Please just tell me if my phone is working.
And before we find out if your phone is working, we will go back to Scott.
No.
Not really getting anything from the fire, Scott will start looking around for anyone nearby, perhaps the closest shops and things like that. He just wants to find someone to ask questions about it. Someone must have seen this.
The closest shop to you is the beloved scented candle shop. And
Scott is no stranger to a scented candle. He'll walk into that shop.
as you get up to the shop, it's closed. The lights are off. As you look around to the shop to the left and the shop to the right, the lights are off. The shops are closed. In fact, oh, sorry, go on.
I'll start knocking loudly on the door and calling in. Do these look like the sorts of shops people sometimes live above?
Yeah. This is definitely those types of shops.
I'll
And
be knocking away. Hello? Anyone in there?
and as you are knocking, a window above opens. Guy goes, What do you want?
I mean, there was a fire just right outside your house. I'm wondering if you saw anything.
What are you talking about, a fire?
I'm gonna gesture to the thing that's burnt down. Is it still there?
It is. And this man just goes, doesn't look like anything to me.
Doesn't look like anything to you. Come on now. Part of your town's burnt down. You need to show some sort of something.
I surely I don't know what you're talking about, sir. You might want to go see Dr. Smith. You know, he can probably help you out. I think you need to get your head checked out, sir.
Can't you see the ash on my fingers?
Can't see anything from up here, sir.
Can't you see the buildings burnt down behind you? Behind me, even?
No, you just see the road and then the sidewalk.
Scott just walks away. No further questions.
Okay. He closes his window, and if you look around, which I'm sure you do, you'll notice that all the shops are closed, except for the one butcher shop, which, right, you just saw.
Well, what time of day is it? Is it like early morning or?
Yeah, sun's out.
I mean,
it seems like to you, it seems like time has passed normally, if that's what you're asking.
yeah.
It's probably late morning, early afternoonish.
But nothing's open. Not even the bakery that Lionel mentioned? Like, they're open every day. They're always up early. Like,
yeah, you think so? No, they're not.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the butcher's shop.
Okay.
Because these people made sense.
Okay. And
nobody ever says that about me.
As you go back to the butcher's shop, you overhear Crystal, right? Who you had met earlier, talking about how her phone doesn't turn on, and this younger niece of hers, Thalia, is like, "Oh, my phone better turn on." And you walk in as Thalia pulls out her phone. And no, your phone does not work. It absolutely does not work.
Why? Now I have to interact with people. Ugh.
Guys, just curious, does any one of your phones work? I was curious if
I'll pull out mine
something's on.
from my pocket. And I assume it's also not working, but I'll like just show it. So I guess something really isn't going right here. Does anybody see anyone else? Is there anyone that we can maybe talk to?
Wasn't there some dude with us before? Not the one in the apron, the other one.
Are you asking me or are you asking?
I'm asking the group.
Okay, perfect.
Up until now, I hadn't realized Scott wandered off.
Well, he's probably coming back in now.
Yeah, so he's back in at this point.
You are outside, sir. Did you see anyone out there?
No, I was just coming to talk to you all. You all saw that fire, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why we're trying.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well,
Wait, there's no people out there?
no, all the shops are closed except for this one.
I think I'd be looking at all of my stuff to see if everything looks all right.
Sorry. Were you asking me that, Lionel?
Yeah.
You asked if all your stuff looked alright? I'm sorry, I totally Is that what you...
Yeah, because it was outside just a second ago.
Right. Yes, it looks exactly... Oh, sorry, I'm really close to my mic. Yes, it looks exactly like it did when you put it away last night. Like, in the exact same spot.
I like popcorn.
No, it doesn't smell like popcorn anymore.
Great.
And I have a question.
Oh.
Okay, I just have a quick question for Lionel. Do you have a cell phone, or would you have a landline, or both?
Both. There's a landline for the shop. I'd keep my cell phone under the register.
Okay, perfect. That's all. What were you gonna do, Thalia?
No, I was just gonna stomp outside. Fuck this noise. Still, is it early morning? Is it day? Is it...
It's late morning, early afternoon.
There's like 4 hours between they're not accounted for, but I see your point. Can I just start heading back to our hotel, see if my stuff's still there?
Okay, you start heading back to the hotel. Was there anybody... What else? What are you guys doing? Was Scott gonna ask questions when he went in? Any more questions, or?
Look, you
I
all
was
saw.
gonna see. Oh, real quick. So I was gonna turn towards Scott. In the butcher shop, I don't know if there is or not. I just want to see if I can see in the shop if there's a clock on the wall, not like a digital clock, but like a hand clock, just to see what if we did lose time.
Lionel, would you have an analog clock in your shop?
Yeah, I get that nice little old-timey feel.
Okay. And the time. That's fine. I don't know what time you guys think it would be, but that's what time it was. Or it says.
Okay. I just wanted to see if there was she mentioned losing time, so I just wanted to see if I could visually see that. Just
Yeah. No, this is...
We just know the time, we don't know the date.
There's
Oh, that's because I just never gave you guys a date.
there's people around though. I knocked on the scented candle shop door and guy upstairs answered, but he couldn't see the fire. He was acting like there was nothing strange going on at all. He was acting like everything's completely normal.
Wouldn't they be open on a normal day by now? At least partly. I'm looking at Lionel because he would know. He's from here.
And yeah, usually everybody's at the farmer's market. It's just where everybody tends to meet up on Sundays. Let me see if I can make a call. I think I'd head over to the landline and see if I could call anyone who participates in the market.
Okay. Yeah, you probably call maybe the grocer. He's the guy that sells, you have a very close relationship with him. He's the guy that sells your meat. He helps you sell your meat. I'm assuming that's who you'd call.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you call him.
I'm calling him on the landline.
Yeah, I assumed you'd call him on the landline as your cell phone. I don't know if you've checked it yet or not.
Probably not.
We'll get back to that. So you call, and he answers hello?
What's his name?
His name is Mark.
Mark. It's like, hey, Mark. Something odd seems to be going on. I mean, I feel like the farmer's market just kind of disappeared. Have you heard anything, or has anyone said anything?
What are you talking about, man? The farmer's market's tomorrow morning. Also, can you please not call me in the middle of the night?
Tomorrow morning? What? No,
Yeah.
it's mid-morning right now.
No, check your clock. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. I don't know. What time did you guys think it was? 11? 10?
Something
10.
like that,
We'll
yeah.
go with 10. It's 10 p.m. at night.
All right, Mark. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Rest up, man, and maybe you should go see Dr. Smith. You know, it's not like you to confuse things like this, Lionel.
Well, you know how the days get. Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, let me know if you need anything else. Just click.
Now, is the sun still out?
It is.
Am I at the hotel yet?
Yeah, if you want, we can.
I don't know how big this town is. If it's like a 15-minute walk, or if it's like I can throw a rock and still hit the group.
I like 2 or 3 storefronts away.
Ah, not a good rock thrower, but good to know. Is the door to the hotel open?
Yeah, it's one of the revolving doors. You walk
Oh,
in.
that's not creepy at all.
You walk in, and the same guy greets you. Oh, good evening, ma'am. How may I help you?
Good evening. I was wondering if you have the room closest to the stairs on the 3rd floor available.
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure we do. Yeah.
Great.
Did you want to check in there?
Do you take MasterCard?
We take everything, ma'am.
That is as disturbing as the first time I heard it. Great, I'll take it.
Perfect. Can I get a name for this? And also, can I get some ID?
Sure thing. The name's Crystal
Okay.
Van Dam.
What was it? Sorry, what was that second part? You said?
Van Dam.
Oh, okay.
You write it the way you say it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And ID-wise, I hope you take foreign passports.
Absolutely, we do. Where are you from?
Oh, I'm Dutch, actually. I'll show him one of my fake IDs that I have, because I have a number of them, and this one shows me as being 21.
Okay. Can you make me a...
Oh, great, I have to roll for lying. This is amazing.
There's no deception, so let's see. Oh, I guess you could persuade. Yeah. Make me a persuasion roll.
God, can't I charm?
Okay, you know what? You can.
I usually do fast talk for lying.
Oh, is it fast talk? Thank you. Oh, I didn't even see that.
Fast
you
talk
know
for
what?
lying?
Yeah. Do you
My
want
charm is so much better. No, it's fine. I'll fast talk. Traitor.
Oh. Well. Oh yeah, I see. Now, what is the name on your fake passport?
It is actually Crystal Van Dam.
Okay. Good to know.
That's the one that has me as 21. I also have one that's like a Dutch, sort of like a scooter license that has me as 18. So that also has a different name on it.
Well, hopefully we'll find out what that name is. We'll get a chance to find out. Okay. And he just goes, okay. Thank you, Miss Van Dam. Can I have a card to put on file for that?
Definitely. I just hand over my dad's credit card again.
Okay. He takes note. Well, thank you, ma'am. Hands you back your passport and your card. And he just says, let me get the key for you. He goes behind, and they definitely still have the keys. The, actual
While he
keys.
reaches behind him, can I sort of lean over the desk and see if there's anything with a date on it?
Yeah, can you make me a spot hidden check?
Can I ever?
Oh my gosh. You see on the desk, the date is September 18th, 2025. which was the date that you... The date that... It's the day before. It's the day before.
It is the day before I think it should be.
Yes. You also see a newspaper.
Yep.
The headline reads, "Arsonist?" With a question mark. And you can kind of skim it real quick, and the general gist is that, there's been fires going on in town. The sheriff of the town seems to be a little concerned, but he assures everybody that it's not a big deal. It's just probably some child.
Yeah.
And yeah.
No, it's just gonna say if there's like below the fold, above the fold, is this the actual headline or is it a smaller article?
The headline was just
Arsonist.
Yeah, arsonist. That was the headline. Like it was a very simple headline, and then the rest was kind of like you kind of picking up the key.
Yeah, just scanning
statement. Yeah.
Okay.
And so the guy turns back. Here's your key. It's gonna be room 301, ma'am. And I hope you enjoy your stay. You can always call me. If you press 1, it'll connect you directly to the front desk here. We do have some room service. You'll press 2 for room service. If you want to dial out, you're going to press 9. And then as soon as you hear a beep, you can go ahead and dial the phone number that you were wanting to call. And just remember that any charges will be billed to your credit card. That includes any long distance calling.
I understand completely. Is there a max occupancy in this room? Because I'll be sharing it.
No, I mean, just doesn't matter to us, just please keep it quiet during the night. Our quiet hours are 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. And that's it, ma'am.
All right.
Please let me know if there's anything else you can do. Do you need help bringing your... Oh, I see you don't have any luggage.
I travel light. I only have my day pack. I didn't catch your name.
Oh, my name's Dave.
Dave, pleasure to meet you. I'm just gonna take my key, and I'm just gonna gotta grab my elderly aunt from outside before I go up the stairs. Yeah, can make her walk stairs twice. We'll be in at some point. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. You have a nice evening, ma'am. Do you want me to keep your day pack here, or I can put it up in your room for you?
No, thank you. It goes with me at all times.
I understand completely.
Wonderful.
You have a great evening. See you tomorrow.
Same to you.
See you later.
At some point. I'm just really glad that, as the player, I'm glad we're in America because you couldn't tell a Dutch passport from a German one. I'd like to go outside and find my aunt.
Okay. No. Real quick, is there anything else you guys were doing? Because it's probably
while I was doing this.
Yeah, it's probably take about at least 15 minutes or so. So, is there anything you guys want to be doing in that time?
I would be curious. I would just pull out my camera, and it's a digital camera, and just see if it's working. I didn't take any pictures so far from here. I used my phone, but at least to check if it's working. I'm just paranoid at the moment about everything, obviously.
Yeah, it works completely fine. You turn it on. All your pictures are there. It's on the live screen to show, if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll pack it away.
Okay.
Yeah, I would check my phone and walk outside just to make sure it's still sunny outside.
It is. It's sunny outside. Seems like it's 10 a.m.
Is my phone turned on?
Your phone. You go to reach your phone for your phone. It's a flip phone. I'm assuming you probably had a smartphone. As you go to pick it up, it's a flip phone.
Oh my.
What's wrong? It's not working.
This is where I put my phone, but this doesn't look like my phone.
Looks old school.
Is there any names or anything on the phone?
Yeah, so the phone turns on completely fine. All the contacts are the same contacts that you'd have. All the texts are still there. All the pictures you would have taken are still there. It's everything from your phone is here. I mean, except for like your email account and like apps aren't there, but like all your contact stuff and everything is still there. Just in a flip phone.
And what's the date on the phone?
The date is September 18th, 2025, which again is the day before you guys expect it to be. The time on the phone is 10:05 p.m.
Well, I don't know. I mean, my phone says it's yesterday, so it's so very weird.
As this happens, you all get very tired all of a sudden. And you hear a loud boom. Almost, and you get this feeling like almost as if you were being hit. And I actually need everybody to make me a dodge roll.
Don't dodge.
I'll spend 9 luck and succeed on that, please.
Okay.
I think I have some kind of good dice karma or something.
Is that everybody? I think we're waiting for Crystal. So Dodge is gonna do you see it?
Yeah, but I have no value in. That's why it's not rolling.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's whatever your half of your dex.
Oh, great. I will fail for sure. My dex is not available. Yep.
Okay. Okay. So you all kind of get that, like, right, if you've ever been like pushed from behind, which I'm sure you all have, and you can all catch yourselves except for in Talia's words, her elderly aunt, who doesn't manage to catch herself and is caught off guard and falls. And everything goes black. And we will cut to the town of Completely Normal, where the rooster caws. What do roosters make? The sound rooster. They caw, sure. The rooster caws to mark morning. You see the grocer wake up, put some fruit in the rooster cock-a-doodle-doos, as I have been corrected. You see the grocer put fruit and some like bread and sausage into his so like a little cart. Closes up shop. A librarian packs up some books and puts them on a cart or in a satchel. Closes up shop. A butcher that we now know as Lionel packs some meat, his shawarma, is getting his grill ready, also closes up shop. And we cut to a train. And overhead, you hear a conductor. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to make a quick stop. I know this is all unexpected for you guys, but we like to stop in this town of Completely Normal. It's a place that myself and all the other staff like to visit. The folk here are pretty nice. I know this is not like the rest of the stops on this journey. It's not going to be anything spooky or really anything that you signed up for, except for the fact, this town is completely normal. The only extraordinary thing about this town is that there's nothing extraordinary about it. We will be arriving soon. I think we will have to stay overnight, I'm assuming, because there are some problems with the train. So please be prepared for an overnight stay. Take all your things, and just let us know if there's anything we can do to help you all out. Luckily for you guys, today is Sunday. And Sundays are the best days to visit the town of Completely Normal because they have their famous farmers market. So we'll be arriving shortly. Please prepare and get your stuff accordingly. And we zoom in to a train car. 2 people are sitting on this bench style seat. An aunt and her niece.
Elderly aunt.
An elderly aunt and her niece.
Do we remember everything so far?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Excellent.
you remember everything.
So it's like from blackout, we are kind of like switch on and we are back in the train.
Okay. Does my phone work again?
Your phone does work.
What is the date on my phone?
September 19th, 2025. The time is 6 a.m.
I just look at Crystal and just sort of go, if this is an actual Groundhog Day situation.
So it's not a dream?
Well, are you asleep? And I just pinch her really hard.
Ow. And no, I'm not. And what happened? How? And why is this happening again? I guess your phone is working.
It is. Before we reset to today from yesterday. This is going to be very interesting to keep straight in my head. I actually checked us in at the hotel again, and our room wasn't taken yet. And it was the 18th, which it's kind of weird. And when I went out to go find you and tell you this stuff, suddenly I was on a train again.
I heard a loud boom, and I was thrown off my feet.
I did hear the boom.
Black.
But does she have like a bump on the back of her head or something?
So she would have fallen forward. Does Crystal, what type of like dress, or how does Crystal dress? Does she wear like jeans or?
She has, because it's comfortable, black pair of jeans, quite torn a bit here and there, just long black t-shirt, just a jacket over there, a vest over there, just a bit of a layered look, mostly black, grayish stuff, and some boots.
Would her jeans be torn at the knees?
Probably
Or
not.
would it be torn like that, like thigh, right? Is that, I don't know where.
Yeah,
Did you say her jeans were torn? Yeah.
it's usually more up. So I would say yes. Usually the knee should be fine, but I guess now it's torn.
Well, you can't see anything, Thalia. There's no, because your aunt dresses very covered. But Crystal, your knees are sore. As if you fell on them.
Do I have a room key with me?
Yeah, that would be my next question as well.
Where would you have put your room key?
Butt pocket.
Okay. Yeah. Your room key's there. Room 301.
So, not dreaming and not hallucinating, unless we're both hallucinating the same thing, or I'm hallucinating and you're included.
I doubt that is a thing. But,
I don't know how this works. I don't usually hallucinate anyway. Okay, plan of action. We go find the other people that got dragged into Groundhog Day supernatural bullshit. Always stick together.
That's a deal. So for the
I've seen this on TV. I know how this works.
I'm not sure TV is really helping us here, but well, let's go to the farmers market. I'm quite sure Lionel should be there, and probably Carmen.
Oh, you got their names. That is so useful.
Well, why are you not?
I know one was Carmen. She had the cool hair.
Sure.
And there were two dudes.
Lionel was the one that had the barbecue going. Where
Right,
you
with the
bought
shawarma.
food. Exactly.
Hey, at
and
least you're remembering the same thing. This is good.
That was
We need
the
a good
other one.
check. Yeah. You never got your burger. You should probably start with the food.
I'm not sure I want to eat anything at the moment. So no checking in the hotel?
No, let's just go find the weird people.
Okay.
Well, fellow time travelers? I kind of like the sound of that. Fellow time travelers. Let's go find time travelers.
Oh, God. Now I am rolling my eyes for you.
Yeah, while you roll your eyes, I pretty much skip out of the train. This is the weirdest shit that's ever happened to me, and I am down for this.
Do you grab your luggage as you get off the train at all?
Yeah, we grab our luggage.
Yeah, but I repack everything useful in my day pack again, and then leave the heavy shit somewhere. I probably don't need all my clothes.
As you go to grab your luggage, it's not there.
It's in the hotel already. Excellent. Less to carry.
I'm not, but we should then first check in the hotel, to be honest, to see if it's there.
Oh, but it won't be there for like another hour and a half, because time travel. Right? Get it?
Yay. Sammy, but we still have our backpacks that we had with us at the market, right?
Everything you would have had last night, you have.
Okay.
Or everything you would have had right before you blacked out, you would have now.
At least the most important stuff is there. That's comforting for Crystal. When we get out of the train, she would pull out her camera this time and take a picture just for funsies to see what happens.
Is there one of those old-timey analog clocks on a wall somewhere?
Yeah, like if you I don't know if you guys no, but like, okay, so like if you go to like outdoor train stations, I think they usually have those like really thick poles with the like giant clocks, the giant analog clock.
I'd like to pose under one, sort of going, while Crystal takes the picture of the time.
Okay, you can do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Try a different pose every day. You know, keep track of how many cycles we go through.
Yes.
Are the pictures from yesterday still on it?
I did the pictures with my phone, and I guess my phone would be there and working, but no pictures on there, right?
If you go to check your phone,
Yes.
it is off.
Why do you do this to me, Sammy? Why?
I would probably have something like a power bank and a cable. I would just for funsies plug it in like it's empty.
And as you go to plug it in, the like the little green light to tell you that your phone is fully charged lights up.
Great. So find the bright-haired lady, go to the butcher, wait for dude 2. I'm sorry, what was his name?
Scott.
Wait for Scott to show up. Wait for the fire to start. Don't go to the fire this time. Profit?
Maybe grab the guys and leave the market before everything happens and see what happens then.
Sure.
Okay, let's go to the market.
At this point, we will cut to the Hotel of Completely Normal in a room. What floor would your room be on, Carmen?
Probably the second floor.
The second floor. Okay.
Yeah.
Probably room 20. We'll say 202. You'll be
Cool.
on the other side of the hallway, so you're not directly underneath the other 2 people. They don't keep you up all night. Okay. You wake up. The next day, or
Yeah, I'm gonna say like I kind of sit up in bed and just like look around and scramble to find my phone. That'll be the first thing I try to look at is my phone to see what day, what time it is.
you go to grab your phone, and your phone does not turn on. However, there's a digital clock. It will say, like one of those like red digital clocks. It'll say, oh shoot, what time did I say it was? 6 o'clock a.m. I think I said 6 a.m.
Yeah. I'll just like sit on the bed for a second and kind of like to myself recount what had happened and what I did the morning before, because I woke up like 4 hours before I eventually went to the farmer's market around like I'm assuming like 9:30, 10 in the morning, somewhere around there. Yeah. So I'll just kind of I'm actually gonna go down to the hotel lobby. I'll get dressed. If I'm still wearing my pajamas, I'll get dressed real quick and walk down to the hotel lobby and see what's going on.
Yeah, and that is a good point. You do wake up in like your pajamas, like you wake up as you woke up yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can go down to the hotel lobby. There's just, you see the seats are empty. There's a nice fire going in a fireplace, and there's the hotel, the front desk clerk that you see every other day, just writing stuff down, doing his normal work.
Excuse me, this might be a really weird question, but have you seen or had anybody check in the last couple of hours? Has anybody new shown up around here?
No, ma'am. Looks like on my books it's just you.
Carmen's just gonna turn around and go and walk back up into a room and kind of sit and as calmly as she can just kind of hang out until around roughly the time that she remembers leaving the hotel to walk to the farmer's market, and then kind of go about that, because to herself she's like, okay, I need to find these people. Something has happened. Hopefully if things are the same as they were timing wise, she'll try to time it so that maybe she'll find him again.
Okay. And yeah, so you go down to the farmer's market. I believe you showed up at the farmer's market before everybody else, except for the butcher's there. The grocer is also there if you wanted to go grab food.
I'll immediately go towards Lionel's stand and see if he's there.
Okay. Lionel, would he be there?
Would I have woken up at 4 a.m. to start the shawarma?
Mm-hmm. You would have woken up at the time that you normally wake up to start the shawarma. Yeah, so we can cut to you actually, real quick. We'll cut to Loinel as he wakes up.
Okay, so first I would check my phone to see if it was a flip phone or not.
Your phone is a flip phone.
But it's obviously my phone because it has all the correct contacts and text messages.
Correct.
All right. Well, just in case, I guess I'll just go down and start getting everything ready.
Okay.
To see if there's any of all the other markets are being set up early in the morning as well.
Just like every other Sunday.
Yeah, then I guess I'll just prepare as normal until I guess Carmen comes around, right?
Yeah, and so probably around, what was it, like 9:30ish? Yeah. See the bright-haired tourist that you saw.
Yeah, the second I see you, I was like, I'll wave you over. Hey.
And I'll run. What happened? What is going on?
I don't know. I mean, my phone is my phone, but it's not my phone. I mean,
And my phone's not working. Have you seen anybody? Oh, geez, what time is it? They haven't arrived yet. Do you think we should just kind of wait for everybody to find each other again?
I mean, if you remember yesterday and I remember yesterday, then I'm pretty sure they do as well. So
at this point, does everyone else, like, would I recall everybody else like acting the same way, or does everybody seem like they're acting differently than I remember? Like, I want to take a quick glance around.
Since I assume that you're always, like, it's in your nature to be on guard.
Yeah.
Right? You do check everybody out all the time. Yeah, everybody seems to be acting normal.
do all the shops seem to be in the right place? Nothing seems like it was rearranged or anything?
Yeah, you could say things seem completely normal.
Have you experienced this before? I mean, you're the only person who's lived here. I've only been here for the last couple of weeks, and this is the first I'm experiencing this. Is this?
No, I mean, usually things just go pretty smoothly. The fires are the newest thing I know about.
Did you happen to maybe not notice this happening to you the last fire, or is this the first time a fire has seemed to spark anything? I just don't understand. I'm so confused.
I don't understand anything either. I mean, while it's set up, do you think I may as well just cook something just in case? I mean,
yeah, I'd say we just have to kind of wait and hope that the others show up when they were supposed to show up.
I think the other ordered a burger and shawarma. Did you want anything?
I'll take some shawarma.
All right. I'll just have that ready for when they come.
And at this time, we will cut to a lodge just outside of town that is cozy and lit by a fire. And on the table, there is a note. It says, "Your next job is to find this child setting fires to town. Please make this hasty, as we are concerned about their well-being. I know that we usually send you to eradicate the problem, and normally the problem is a little bit bigger. But everybody we have sent thus far has disappeared. E."
And Scott's gonna take a long moment. He doesn't remember what happened to the rest of the day. He doesn't know how he got back to his shack. He also doesn't really have a way of checking what the date is. So he's just gonna assume that he's had some sort of lapse and doesn't remember. It's been a long time, but he'll get up and shave as normal. Head over to his footlocker and see the duffel bag and everything in there, so perhaps he did come back but doesn't remember because everything's put away neatly. So he'll take the rifle again and the bullets, and this time he'll walk into town, but he'll walk straight to Lionel's butcher shop.
Okay. And actually, I have a question for Scott.
Also, really sorry. Thank you very much to Azarin, who donated a complication for you, Sammy, and a reroll to Aniksta, and also I think it was Kentucky Hawkeye earlier.
Yeah, Kentucky gave me a reroll
ages ago. Thank you so much, Hawkeye.
Yeah, thank you.
Like you need it.
That's okay. I will use this wisely. Would Scott have kept the first note on him, or would he have left it on the table?
He would have left it on the table.
Okay, good to know. Okay, so you walk into town, walk straight to the butcher, and I think at this point, probably Crystal and Thalia probably would have walked into town maybe 10-ish minutes ago, and they probably went straight to the butcher. So now you all are kind of arriving there.
Question.
Hmm?
When we start walking into town, like roughly the same way we walked in the first time, because there's literally one road.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure you can guess what I'm going to ask. Does it smell like popcorn?
Oh, it absolutely smells like popcorn.
Great. That's just great.
It's definitely Groundhog Day, isn't it?
Oh man, it is. I forgot how the movie ends, but I'm sure it involves driving off a cliff at some point.
Not sure about that, but let's find it.
No, there's definitely a part where he drives off a cliff because he lets the groundhog drive.
Let's find the others.
I was so sure for a second you were going to say, let's find a groundhog.
That would also be a nice option. But let's find the others. Although Crystal is quite tempted to make a stop at the hotel, just like we did before.
Oh, you want to really follow the previous path?
I'm curious as our stuff is there. I wouldn't even check in. I would just take the key and walk up and see what happens. If you have the key, it should be working.
This is interesting because I also have a key.
Yeah, I mean your key.
Oh, you mean my key? Oh, okay, fair enough.
I would tempted to try it and see.
Sure.
Do you want to give it a go? I think a few more minutes should be fine time-wise.
I'm perfectly okay with trying.
As long as you don't want to buy a candle again.
What? Okay, we're stashing the candle plan, but we're still, considering letting a groundhog drive, right?
If we meet one, yes.
Let's go to the hotel.
Okay, so we will make a stop at the hotel before we go for the market to basically go in and walk past the guy just up to our room.
Okay. And as you go to the hotel, do you go straight to your room, or do you stop at the front desk first?
I would go directly to the room because we have a key.
Okay. Yeah, you have your key. Go up to room 301. First room next to the staircase. And go in. You're as you enter the room, it's dark. It's like a normal hotel room. Not as bad as you would expect it to be for a small town such as this. but you look, and next to your respective twin beds is your luggage.
Oh, there you go. Question answered. I'm not sure what it tells us, but
Do you want to leave it here? Should we take it with us?
I have literally everything I actually need in my day pack. If we at some point think changing clothes will fix the timeline, I'm willing to overhaul. But for now, I have my fake IDs, I have water, I have money. We'll be
What, young lady?
I have my passport, because my dad said never leave your passport out of your sight.
Don't
And I
lie
have
to me.
water, I
Yeah.
have granola bars, I have hiking shoes, the lightweight ones from Salomon. I mentioned the water and the granola bars. I have, I have things. I'm well prepared.
While she's talking, I would pull like a t-shirt and just a set of clothes out of my suitcase and pack it into my backpack, and then I would just wait until she ends rambling, because I know that. And I would just look at her. Don't lie to me. I want this fake passport. Come on.
I'll give her one of my fake passports.
Which one?
The one that says Christel van Dam.
You get a deep sigh. Really, my name.
I blanked. They put me on the spot. They were making it while I was ready. While you wait, I had to come up with something. You're the only cool person I know. You should be honored. I named one of my fake persona after you.
Where's the second one?
I don't know what you mean. I left it at home. Shall we go fix time?
Yeah, let's talk about this later. I'm not forgetting about this. I will pack the fake passport in my backpack, so with me, and then we will leave.
And you can go down.
The market, and I think we would go directly for Lionel's
To the
stand.
butcher.
And as you get out, you see that Carmen and Lionel were talking, and probably about this time you see Scott Smith walk up. You guys can walk up. Scott would probably get there like a hair before you guys do.
Yeah, probably just enough time to get in and be like, "Good morning, Lorna.
Morning, Scott.
What happened last night?"
Apparently we're repeating the day, I guess. That it seems like to you, Carmen?
That's what it seems like. I woke up in the same place I woke up yesterday morning, today, whenever.
Wait, what? You're saying we're replaying the day?
Yeah.
I think so.
Also, sorry, morning, Carmen. I didn't see you there.
Morning.
You didn't see her? What?
I just came in. I was all in a rush. I'm sorry.
All right. Yeah. Anyways, I figured you may as well get some food. Is there anything you want me to cook up real quick? Something weird's going on.
Are we walking up at nearly this point, or quite a way away? Time is really weird in this game. Literally.
Oh, that's because I can't keep track of time. It's purely a me thing. Yeah, you're walking up at this point.
I'll just go from like sideways behind Carmen Jane. Do you do pulled pork?
Yeah. I got a small bit. Just enough for the day, I guess.
Well, depending on how the day goes, right?
I mean, I had the shawarma prepared, if you don't want it. Sure, of course. Your burger, Crystal? I remember you ordering it last time.
Let's try if I can eat it this time. But what kind of loop are we stuck, guys? We just went directly to the hotel room and our stuff was there, but we woke up on the train. We just basically arrived.
Again.
And we got exactly the same message from the conductor on that the train's broke. We will stay overnight. We'll get a free room.
hang. You're telling me that we're replaying the day, like?
Do you? Because I wasn't with you when we got sent back to being forwards in time. What do you? Because I remember something felt like it pushed me really hard in the back, and then suddenly I was on the train. But I'd been talking to the clerk at the hotel, and it was like evening of the 18th when I thought it should have been the 19th. And then suddenly it was the 19th again, but 6 a.m.?
Yeah, I felt that push too. Is that what set us back?
Yeah, that's the last thing I remember. I remember being pushed, then I woke up. I just thought I couldn't remember the rest of the day or something.
Yeah.
No, but we walked backwards. We walked forward, and we walked into going back in time. This is gonna mess me up so often. I'm gonna try this. We walked towards the fire that sent us back in time.
Well, hang on a minute. If we're replaying the day, let's get over to where that fire started and see if we can find out who's setting them.
No. Our suggestion was that we don't go near the fire. We go the opposite direction, right? On Crystal, we're going to go away from the market and not get stuck in the time loop, even though that's a paradox. We're trying it anyway.
Scott's running.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I think I'd take off after him.
Give it a try. If we are stuck in a loop, we can give it another go tomorrow. Another way?
That's pretty accurate, actually. Yeah, follow the idiots.
I'm gonna stay by my booth to see if I can keep everything here.
What were
Is there like there was a grocery store nearby, right? Do they have like a booth set up or something?
Yeah, the grocer has a booth.
Is there any way I can like snag an energy drink while I'm running?
Sure. You can snag an energy drink.
Great.
Are you gonna like pay for it, or are you gonna like steal it?
I was just gonna like grab with the left hand, throw down what I think is a reasonable amount of money, which is $50 with the other hand.
Okay.
I don't know. And just keep going. Thanks, bye.
And you're running towards.
We're following Scott towards where the fire will be set in the future, maybe, sort of.
Okay. And yeah, it's about this time that you guys see off at the school. You just see so the school, you guys are on a road here. School's essentially on a parallel, smaller road to you guys. You see at the school, there is a large fire that erupts.
A different place?
Yep.
Scott feels betrayed. Is the
There's
place...
this little bar over your head that says, Scott will remember this.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so is that fire? So we're running towards where the fire was the first time. Now, where are we in location to where? Oh, okay. So it's like in front of us.
And how
Yeah.
does the location that we ran to look? Does it look like it burnt down yesterday, or is it completely normal?
It's completely normal.
Would I know if the school holds Sunday sessions, or is this like a?
This is like, it's an elementary school, regular elementary school, so it's Monday through Friday. There's like playgrounds at the school, so like kids sometimes go there, or like teenagers go there on the weekends to like play. Like there's soccer games that get played on like Saturday and stuff, or football games if you're not American, that get played there on football.
So the ones with the oval ball and the hitting each other while you're wearing pads.
Nope, other ones.
American
Soccer.
football.
Actual soccer one.
Yeah, soccer football, not American football. And
Man, these walls are really hard.
what?
Nothing. Are there any children on fire?
I mean, you can't. There's buildings in your way.
But do we hear tiny screams?
No, you don't hear tiny screams.
Scott will just alter course, like as he gets to the thing and sees it's normal, he's like, damn it, and just like darts towards where the fire is instead. If you want me to roll track for any of these, I don't mind doing that at all. I've got really good track.
Not yet, but I do want you all to roll spot hidden checks for me. Oh my gosh.
Hang on, I
Cool.
clicked my character sheet way back somewhere.
Oh.
Ooh,
Big
that's
fail. I
my
failed
first
so
fail.
hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna join you in the real good feeling.
Yeah, I can't even save that. Wow.
Go, Crystal. Go, Crystal.
So, Crystal, did you when you guys were running yesterday, did you succeed on that spot hidden check or no?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So you'll notice as you guys are running, like yesterday, nobody seems to be fazed by this. You also notice that because you guys essentially got to where the old fire was, noticed this fire, started running away, you will notice there is like a little bit of ash, but it's kind of like, is it ash or is it dirt? Like, it's like kind of like mixed in, like not that much, where normally you wouldn't have seen this, but you just so happen to see it. You also happen to see that like there's outside of the grocery store and like outside of the like barber, which is grocery store is this side, barber's this side. I will get you guys a town map sometime soon. The trash cans are kind of like charred-ish, but like again, like you barely can tell. Like it's one of those things you're not sure if you're actually seeing it or not. It's like that faint.
Okay.
But again, people don't seem to be like phased by this at all. There is a giant fire in front of all of you guys. Also, Loinel, seeing this fire, would you leave or would you stay at your booth?
I'd look worriedly, but I would stay at my booth to see if everything remains.
Okay.
I would just yell to the others, basically, that no one is reacting to the fire again. It's just us seeing it.
We can't be the only people seeing this. Like, as
Yeah,
I just kind of
there's-
turn around.
If we're the only ones in the time loop, we might be the only one experiencing this.
But weren't we just told before everything happened that people knew that there were fires being set? Isn't that kind of like a common knowledge in the town right now that there's this problem? How are we
Maybe
the only
that's why
person
they don't
seeing the
care.
fires?
Yeah,
Maybe.
they made it out. Well, Lionel, you yourself, you told me that it was just like some kids messing
Lionel's
around.
back at the booth.
He's back
Oh.
on the booth. He's not with us.
Lionel, he told me that it was like it was just like kids just messing around. Like he didn't make a big thing of it at all.
I'm starting to think maybe it's not just kids. I will say though, if this is the Groundhog Day thing, and we are doing the overdone television tropes thing, if there's ever a musical episode, I am out. Just saying.
Well, if we all start spontaneously singing,
I'd
we'll
rather
definitely
spontaneously
deal with
combust.
that.
So are we heading? Is the fire still going? Because it was very sudden, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is Scott still heading towards the fire, even though he stopped to talk to us very briefly and has apparently a moment of clarity? Spot? Are you still running? Have we lost you?
If Scott is we're already at the school, right? Sorry, I completely lost myself there. We're still at the school.
You
Did
are
we run
running
out of
towards
way?
the school. You
Oh,
haven't
okay.
you haven't gotten there yet.
I'm
Yeah.
not that fit. If we're running and talking, it's more of a
Yeah, so what I am imagining is Scott is probably a good 50 feet in front of you all.
Yeah, so I would.
This was a shouted conversation.
Yeah, we would have been shouting. I would have been like literally turning around, running backwards, and then when I saw just how badly you were keeping up, I'd be like, "I'll see you there."
Just go without me.
And so, are you guys still talking? I'm sorry, you guys keep talking.
I would keep on running, following Scott, but keeping an eye that Talia's with us.
I will also keep running, but I still think not going towards the fire is the more likely option to not get. Never mind. I'll just keep running. Fine. I'll join you.
Okay. As you guys get there, you see there's a fire coming from behind the school where the playground would be and stuff. And as you get closer and closer, you notice this fire is in a trash can. Which, first of all, you shouldn't be able to see a fire past a building. This isn't a very big fire either. You don't know. It seemed a lot bigger when you were coming towards it. Now that you're here, it's kind of like somebody.
I was just gonna ask, so when we were far away, did it look like so it looked like a larger fire, and then obviously as we came now it's just this trash can?
Yeah, so for perspective, when you guys are at the farmer's market, it would look like a building was on fire. And as you come closer, you realize that it's just a trash can on fire. But it kind of as you get closer, the perspective, right? It's not that it looked big and then now it looks small. It kind of shrunk as you were going.
Okay. There is no way that this is the same fire.
While running, I think I saw one or two trash cans on the way that were ashy, as if they had burned before.
Sam, can I ask, how do you feel about players requesting sanity checks? Because I feel like Scott needs one.
Go ahead. You know what? That's a great idea. Why don't all...
I think we all...
Yep, all four of you. Loinel, you don't have to because you aren't there, so you wouldn't.
You don't see the fire shrinking.
The fire's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Does it still look like a building fire to me?
Yeah, so it looks exactly the same to you.
I think I closed out Roll20 as well, so let me just...
Apparently, Scott is very hardy when it comes to sanity. Okay,
Apparently.
slightly adjusting the way I'll play him. He's seen some shit. Got it.
I mean...
sanity.
So I was gonna say, while everyone's kind of running and seeing this fire, I'll turn to Crystal and just be like, where were there other trash cans? Where did you see them?
On the way back, where we came from the farmer's market. I can show you afterwards.
I'm just gonna take off past her and just go and try and find them.
Scott is going to try and find someone as quickly as possible. It's starting to make sense now yesterday, the thing that he said with the person, the scented candle person, so he wants to find someone before they start not seeing all the shit that they can see.
Okay. Right, before you guys do that,
There's no using the reroll on sanity checks, right?
you can use your reroll on sanity checks. If you
In that case, I probably want to use my gifted reroll on a sanity check. I just failed really badly.
You can, so you can reroll on anything.
Hey, there we go. Much better.
I would step towards the garbage can or trash can that is on fire and would try to carefully have a look on what is on fire or if there's anything
Okay.
weird about it.
Okay, so if I'm understanding correctly, Scott runs back to the farmer's market. Carmen, you are also running back?
Yeah.
Okay. And Thalia is kind of... Oh, you succeeded. So Thalia, like, kind
I
of like...
succeeded the second time.
Yeah, she kind of, like, gets a little, like, taken aback and then must be nothing. So, as... Going in order of time here, as...
Order of
Crystal?
time.
As you get, closer to the fire, it goes out. There's ash. And for perspective, the entire trash can, like, it was like a full, like, fire. Like, the fire was going out of the trash. And now, it was a metal trash can, by the way. I don't know if plastic did not melt. I should probably clarify that. And yeah, so all of a sudden it went from being, you know, like a 4-foot fire to just ash very suddenly.
I would carefully hold my hand close to the metal just to see if it's still hot. And not really touching, but just to, you know, when you get closer, you feel that it's warm enough.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's normal.
Look behind us is the farmer's market and the town still there.
Yep.
I'm just gonna yell at Crystal going, "You got things under control here, right?" And I'll start heading back to Lionel.
Wait just a second. I would grab my notebook, rip a paper or piece of paper out of there and put some of the ash inside and make it like a tiny envelope that it's in there and just pocket it.
That's just weird. Why are you so weird? I like it.
It's work. Evidence. And I would then follow Dahlia.
Okay. So I'm sorry.
I just tried to pick out some ash out of the tray
Okay.
and
Okay.
put it into a small
was-
piece of paper,
yeah.
just that we have it.
That's okay. That's all I needed to know. When you turn back, the trash can is full of trash.
No traces of ash.
No trace of ash.
I missed where was Scott going?
Scott went back to the farmer's market.
Okay.
To talk to someone.
Yes,
So-
Scott was just looking for a person, anyone, quickly, like the closest person. So if that was a child in the schoolyard, he would have run to them. If it was,
Okay. Okay.
I
Literally
need
the
a
closest
small
person.
boy.
no, just literally any person. If there is an adult available, perfect. Otherwise, just anyone before it resets.
Okay, so I'm assuming because there was nobody here, in the schoolyard, and you probably wouldn't find somebody until you got back to the farmer's market at this main cross section of town, right? So your hotel, where the hotel is and everything. The first person you would have come into would come into contact with would be that grocer, and he's there. By the way, this is like literally like a block. It's not much running.
Hey there. May I ask you a question?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Can I still see the fire?
The fire went out.
I can't see it anymore. Did you see a fire just a minute ago? I could have sworn I saw a fire just over them buildings, just right there.
No, sir, I didn't see no fire.
Oh, that's all right then.
Sure.
Must have been a trick of the eyes. Don't worry about it.
Okay, maybe it's those rumors people are talking about that are getting to you. But no, I've never heard of a fire at all in this town, honestly.
Well, that's good to hear. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Did you want to buy anything, sir?
No, I was just real freaked out for a second, but he just turns around while still talking and just walks out the door into the street.
Can we, from where Crystal and I are, I've completely lost track of Carmen. Can we see? Because you say it's pretty small. It's like a block. Can we see both Lionel and the place the fire was yesterday? Or like
So-
the first time it was today, because it wasn't technically yesterday, it was today, but we're doing it for the second time.
So what you can't see because there's
Buildings.
where you guys are, yeah, and then there's buildings, but you can see the farmer's market, like the little portion. So you can see Carmen, who probably has caught up to sorry, I'll take a Carmen, who's probably caught up to Scott by now, and the grocer.
I'm trying to look for the trash cans that Crystal said that she passed, because I want to go and try and look at them, inspect them, see if there's anything around or on them that we could maybe use.
Okay, can you? Did Crystal give you any, like, did she tell you where they were, or did she just say she saw them?
Yeah, she like pointed and was like, they were on our way over
Okay.
here. So I'm just gonna go to any garbage can that I see, hopefully, and kind
Okay.
of look around it.
You can make me either a spot hidden or a tracking check. You can, whatever one you want to.
I'll do spot hidden.
All the trash cans are normal.
Okay, so like no weird residue, nothing in them, no ash, no nothing.
Nope.
Okay. All right, then I will try and walk over to Lionel and Scott.
Okay. Lionel, is there anything that you've been doing in this time, or have you just been?
Just been trying to see if things are disappearing or anything. You're just keeping a look at all the booths around me, and particularly my booth.
Yeah.
See.
Everything seems fine. You did see that there was the fire, and then the fire went out, but like, it's didn't seem like out of the ordinary or anything.
So, how long did it look like the fire was going for me?
Probably, I don't know, however much time has passed. Probably gonna say like 15 minutes.
Okay. So it looked like there was a building fire that suddenly stopped. No smoke, just great.
Do you want to make a sanity check? I don't know that I don't know. Like I'm actually asking you because I don't know if you would find this to be at all.
I'll have to defer to you. I mean, that's definitely weird. I don't know if that's sanity worthy.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things where it's weird, but like after yesterday, it's like and also you don't know these people. Maybe they put out the fire really quickly and like had some way of containing it or something. So I'm gonna say no for right now. Okay.
Scott will turn to Carmen. How long do you think we've got until we reset again?
I'd say at least a half an hour or so. Trying to think back. The fire happened, and then we ran to the fire, and then we ran to the butcher shop. That was probably at least a half an hour. So yeah, I would say we don't have too much time left.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so Carmen's pretty stumped. She's just kind of like looking around at this point. She doesn't really know what to do or where to go.
Was one of the places you checked where the fire was like the first time around? Because that's where I was gonna go since I saw you already talking to Lionel and Scott, and I figured the three of you, like,
At least I didn't hint out that I seen anything there, which I did, but I didn't say. I just say the trash can, so I guess no one inspected it, at least not closely, because Scott didn't inspect it, right?
No, Scott ran there, expecting the fire to start there, and then when it started somewhere else, he didn't hang around. He just ran straight to the new fire. He's hot pursuit, you know.
Very impulsive. I like it. Is there something at the place the fire started first cycle?
Spot hidden or a tracking check. Anybody who's there can make me this, by the way.
Spot hidden or tracking?
Yep. You kind of know what to look for, so I can see the argument for tracking there.
No, my spot hidden's way higher. I took survival instead.
Hang on a minute. I got really confused. Track. Is that like track and field track or tracking something track?
I assumed it was like following tracks track, not running on a field track.
But you know, I kind of like this, and I will definitely allow you all to roll track for like any type of speed stuff now.
I mean, I set it up for that. Both make sense, which is nice.
They do, yeah. But
Don't get used to
like
things
this.
making sense.
Yeah, I like this, and I'm going to implement this from now on.
We have 3 hard successes and a fail, though, so... Oh, an extreme one! Tell us everything. As we gather at the spot that sent us back in time last time, because apparently we don't learn.
You see booths there. It looks normal. Like it's Sunday at a farmer's market.
Completely normal. Does it look completely normal, Sam? Does it?
Yeah, you can almost say that it looks completely normal. There's
Yesterday, when we transported, did any of you get... Like, my stuff was all back where it was supposed to be, but... Did any of you have anything on you? If you hold on to things, does it make things come with you or something?
I still have everything I had on me when we had like the blackout, so everything is still there. The only thing that is not working is my phone. Weirdly enough.
I still have things I got while we were in on the 18th. Like I checked into a hotel, I got a room key. I even still have the room key from not normal time.
Do you still have the candle, Talia?
I checked my day pack. Do I still have my patent leather candle?
you do.
I do still have this lovely smelling candle, only $14.99 locally.
I also want just want to point out that you guys do still smell that smell of popcorn.
I kind of assumed it was ubiquitous by now, like it's just never gonna go away.
Maybe.
It stopped in between for a short amount of time.
It stopped while we were on the 18th, right?
How about,
Yeah, and that weird transition.
how about we try seeing how far we can stretch this? What about if one of us holds on to one of the others? Maybe we can move people through time as well. Who stays closest to the fire? That'd be you, right, Lionel? That's one intense gaze off to the side there, Lionel.
No,
I think we broke Lionel.
You're back.
Oh,
You're
there you are.
back.
You're back.
You're
You're back.
All right. Like, is this a two-story butcher shop that we like my family would live over, or would I have my own house that I live with my family? I think you muted.
I put push the button, I swear. But anyway,
What
this
they'll
is
say.
yes, you do. Like it's the shop on the bottom, and then you live on top. Kind of everywhere is like that here.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I guess I just live above, so I guess technically I'm closest.
Do you mind if you held on to me? See if we can get me being closest to the fire. Just like grab my
Yeah.
sleeve or something if you want. You know.
I
I
should be
was
able to.
I was picturing something far more bro huggy than sleeve holding. I'm actually a little disappointed right now.
I'm sorry, what?
You okay there?
I'm just.
She's
It's a weird day, okay?
She's a teenager. It's
At this point, can you all make me a listen check? I also
Listen to other people.
I forgot to say this earlier. Luckily, roll 20 lets you know.
Oh, apparently, I do listen to other people.
Oh my gosh! Every time you.
Fumbles.
What are these rules?
Oh,
what
you
is 100? What is
We
a
couldn't have
fumble?
had
I'm not sure what that is.
It's
A
not
fumble
good.
is a nat one, essentially.
Okay.
Like, yeah, it's the same thing as the nat one.
Big fail.
Big fail.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, first of all, just real quick, I forgot to mention this earlier. Anytime you succeed on a check, there's those check boxes next to your thing. Luckily, Roll20 keeps this, right? Keeps a log of this. Just make sure you guys are keeping track of that. So yeah, on a success, you check that check box.
But I am now.
Yeah, I definitely forgot to say something until just now. I apologize.
Don't be sorry. This is fine.
Oh, well, I don't know how to respond to that, Scrat.
Well,
But
accept
this
my love and
point-
move on. Damn it! Accept my love and move on.
Oh, that's not something I'm good at. Who? Wow. So we have 2 fumbles
2 fumbles.
and 2 extreme successes, and then just a regular fail.
Yeah, we don't really like being in the middle of the road.
So at this point, you guys all hear a thunder crack. It's loud. It's as if it was right next to you. And Crystal and Loinel, you go deaf. You have that ringing in your ears. Scott and Thalia, you can hear a woman scream at the top of her lungs. Everything around you goes black. Another thunder crack happens. Or
Important
lightning.
question. Did Lionel hold my sleeve before this happened?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Oh wait, would he have? Lionel, would you have held his sleeve?
Yeah, it's just a sleeve.
So yes, around you. So everything goes black. All of a sudden, around you, 360 view, is fire, and this is like starts at 10 feet, 20 feet. All you can see is fire, and it's getting closer and closer until it's maybe a 5. You guys are standing in like a line, about a 5-foot radius outside of you guys. The fire is encircled. Can you all roll me a sanity check?
I would like to spend 5 of my luck to make that a success.
Oh, you can't use luck on sanity
Oh, you
checks.
can't? Oh, crap. I'm so close.
And those of you who failed, can you take 2 sanity damage as the fire gets hotter and closer. And that is where we're going to end today's session.
No!
Oh my god.
What an epic start to this campaign, and what an epic start to this finale. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm in. I'm not even ready to stop. I just want to keep figuring out what the hell's going on.
I'm curious. I want to know what happens next.
I can't
That's
even
so
read my notes anymore already. This is the fastest they've gone to shit ever.
My brain
So
hasn't
much-
been this mindfucked since Argo 37, when Alice started doing all of the timey-wimey stuff. Like, fantastic.
I will point out my last note is getting a groundhog. So, you know, you might want to be ready for this.
My
Seems-
last note was, why is there so much popcorn smell?
I do have a very highlighted question mark. Why popcorn? Yeah.
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 Wow.
Anyway,
Well-
everyone, we are going to move over to the Discord chat. If you go into the Discord channel, there is under the curriculum, there is the completely normal Discord chat. We'll talk about our favorite parts and stuff in there. Until then, we will see you at this time next week. Thank you very much for playing, everyone. Keep on evoking emotions. We'll see you in 2 hours for the premiere of Doors of Dunera. Catch you later. Bye!
Bye-bye.